Hey, what's up YouTube? On this video we have a 2017 Passat. I'm going to do all keys lost on it here, and this is going to be what they call kind of Immo 4.5. The procedure's like Immo 4, except that it's a different chip. It's a Megamo's AES chip instead of a 48 chip. So reading the Immo data, everything is the same from like 11 to 17 or 18. The 17 though, you have to do a little bit different steps to actually create the dealer key and learn the key. It's a different menu, so we'll show you that. And I'm going to be doing this with the Autel IM508 and the XP400. And I'm going to be using a bench platform to do this on bench. And this one is a keyed ignition, not a proc, but the procedure is basically the same. Now I've got the Easy Boot 2.0 bench platform. This is the one I normally use, just has one on-off switch. But the Go Diag one seems to be more popular, so I'm going to do the video with that. Just might help more people. So this one's got your ignition and your kind of power switch here. So we're going to have the red one down the whole time we're doing this. Make sure that one's actually in, and this will give it power and shut it off. But that red one does need to be down. All right, first thing we're going to do is open up the cluster. So we're going to avoid the warranty here and cut the label. Label's already kind of tore up anyway, but and I'm going to need a T8 to take 4 screws out of the back of this. So I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Little tabs on the side here, one on both sides. Now I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And this one has a dead cockroach in it. Welcome to Florida. And dead cockroaches aside, we'll go ahead and see we got the OBD plug right here. And we're going to be actually using a pogo pin, which on the Go Diag is this guy right here. It's our pogo pin. You need to identify the pogo pin location. And so we're going to be looking at this chip right here for our pogo pin. And let me switch cameras so I can actually show you which position it actually is. All right, and to find our pogo pin location is we're going to start right here. We see we got this little mark here, and we're going to go to opposite corner of the chip. And we're going to count 6 legs over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to follow this trace. It goes to this point here. Now, most of these aren't going to come to a point like this. They're just going to go to a hole. So we're going to need to go all the way to the hole from 6. We're going to follow it around here to right here. And this is going to be our pogo pin location, is this one right here. So now I will go ahead and we'll switch back to the other camera and we'll show you how to pogo pin it and read the Immo data. All right, so we've identified our pogo pin location here. So now we'll go ahead and get everything connected. So we'll go ahead and plug our Go Diag platform into the cluster here. And 12-volt power. And go and plug our Autel into it. Okay, make sure everybody can see this here. And we're going to go first to Immo. Volkswagen. Expert selection. And you notice we have Immo 4 and Immo 4 plus MQB key. And this is actually Immo 4 MQB, but to read the Immo data, we first need to go into regular Immo 4. Instrument can. I'm going to turn my platform on. We'll wait for it to ding here and connect. Didn't have my red button down. I told you guys got to make sure that red button is pushed in, otherwise the cluster will not turn on. And now we're going to go ahead and hit auto detect. It's going to auto detect our cluster for us. So we got a video NEC 24C64 2014, and we're going to hit OK. From here, I'm going to slide over. I'm going to hit enter service mode with all keys lost G-box. And notice I don't have the G-box out. We don't actually need it. So it's telling us that Immo data can be read directly after this function is performed when all keys are lost. We're going to just hit OK. And it's just telling us about some connections. Ignore that because we're not using the G-box. We're using a bench platform. So I hit OK. And this has different, if you hit the drop down where the speakers are, but you can just ignore this. I already showed you where the pogo pin location is going to be. It's going to be off that 6th leg to the first hole in the board is where your pogo pin location is going to be. So you're going to hit OK. And then we're going to get right here. So now from here, this screen, I'm going to shut the cluster off. Just going to on the go diag. I'm leaving the red button on. I'm just going to turn the silver button off, which kills power to the cluster. Red button is still pressed. And then what we're going to be doing here is I'm just going to be hitting OK. First thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and get my pogo pin in the right position here, which is what I showed you on the other camera. Okay, I got my pogo pin in the right spot. And I'm going to hit OK. And as soon as I hit OK, I'm going to turn the cluster on. So OK. And hit power on the cluster. And heard a little click. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it went into service mode. And right now the brake light's going to be on the cluster, and that's all it's going to be on. But I need to leave the pogo pin. So now it's telling us operation complete. We can disconnect the ground wire. So we can take our pogo pin off. And now I can flip this over. See, brake is on. That means that we're in cluster. In service mode, I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm just going to zoom in on the auto here because that's what's going to happen here. So that's just trying to talk to the car. And we're not sure it's type 1, type 2. We'll just try type 1. If it fails, we'll try type 2. Now if you do an 11 through 16, it's not going to ask you type 1 or type 2. Now what's happening now is the cluster is now going to be blacked out. And sometimes it takes a couple of minutes here, and I'll speed it up if it takes forever, but it will read the Immo data for us. And it is now reading the Immo data. Cluster just powered back on. And make sure you take a picture of this after it displays it. And there's your CS and pin. And once again, make sure you take a picture. Now from here, I'm going to hit OK. And if this were 11 to 16, we would just swipe over, make a dealer key and do key learning. But since it's a 17 and it's that Immo 4.5 or Immo 4 MQB, I have to actually back out of it. Sorry, go all the way out. Immo, and we got to go to Immo 4 MQB. And from here, we are now going to make a dealer key. Now, reading Immo data from here, I've never had it work, so I just do it the way I showed you. And now it wants us to manually enter in the CS code, so that's why we took a picture of it. And we'll hit enter. And hit OK. Asking if we have an original key, and we do not, so we're going to hit no. And we're going to place our key in the XP400 there. Get it in there right there. And that's telling us to put the blank in there. We've already done that, so we're going to hit OK. And now it's going to be making our dealer key. And this is with the AES chip, not the MegaMost 48. It's asking us now if we want to lock the key. And we're going to hit yes. So now the dealer key generated successfully. So we're going to hit OK. And now we want to go key learning. Now on our Go Diag platform, we do have a coil right here. We're done with the XP400 right now. I'm making a video here, so I'll try to film it all right. Anyway, so from here we're going to go to, hopefully you guys can see this, not that it's super important. I'll narrate what I'm doing here. I'm just going to hit key learning now. This is a keyed ignition. It's asking if it's equipped with smart key. It is not, so we're going to hit no. And remember that picture you took, we're going to go back to that, and we're going to put the pin in. And the CS again. And I'm going to hit enter. We'll hit OK. To learning keys, we're going to place the key in the coil. And it went 1-1. Hopefully you guys saw that. So now the key is now learned to the car and is now going to be able to start the car. Hit OK. Tell us to turn the ignition off. So it's going to push the silver button, shut power off to it. Give it 5 seconds here. We'll turn it back on. And do an Immo system status here. Is this? And it reads the key. It'll show us that the key is actually learned to the car. Make sure I get it in the coil here. Jump back out of it, jump back into it. There we go, got it in the right spot here. Notice numbers, keys present. 1, that just means there's 1 key programmed in the car. And it's asking, you know, is it sensed key is dealer key? Yes. And it's locked? Yes. And it's learned? Yes. So this key is now ready to start the car. So then all that's left now when you go to the car is, of course, leash your door, cut your blade, and then you just have to learn the remote separate, and you're ready to go. And now every once in a blue moon, you have to learn the key on the car after you do this, but not normally on the keyed ignitions. You just have to learn the remote. But that is pretty much all there is to it. Of course, you know, put your cluster back together, obviously. And rambling out, I don't really have anything else to add to this. If you guys have any questions or comments, put them in the comments. And until next time, we will talk to everybody later.